Okay, I'm going to give you a very, very easy technique to give your characters more detail and more organic, realistic feel. Okay, so we're going to use this monster here, but I'm going to talk to you about the concept real quick, and then should be very easy to explain. You can use it on your drawings almost immediately. So let's get started, okay? Before that, don't forget, hit the follow, and thank you so much. I appreciate it. So organic creatures are really, really fun. So there's two parts of an organic creature, right? A lot of this is like the scales or the squishy skin, but I'm going to go over the squishy skin and an easy way to interpret that. So when you have, let's just say up here, you have an object. So you have a post, okay? Let's just say you have just a hard structure, like a hard post right over here. Completely hard, let's say like a bar or some kind. And then you have another hard surface over here, okay? Imagine you're draping a cloth, or maybe, I'm not really sure what the comparison would be to skin. It'd be like gelatin. It's like soft, but it has a little bit of give to it. So for example, if you have something like this and then you cover it, right? Let's say with like a thick blanket or something like that. You cover it up, okay? Let's just say it's covered in this blanket. You can see through it. Let's say that it's a thick blanket and it has like a little thickness to it, okay? If you're covered up with this thick blanket, you are going to see protrusions of this pole right here and right here, okay? Just like a cloth. And then this area in between is going to either squish together, maybe you'll have an overlap right there, or it's going to scrunch together the closer, let's just say you move these posts. So for example, you have those two hard surfaces, and then you have the mostly soft on top. And when let's say you squish them together, let's just say we have these posts. Let's say they come together. Okay, bear with me. Come together here. Now you have two hard surfaces, and you have, let's say, that same gelatin or whatever covering it, that same thick blanket. It's maybe going to go down a little bit deeper, but the overlapping here, that loose space, is no longer gonna be there, basically. So it's soft right here, like these soft areas squishing between these hard areas underneath. And that's the way I think about the skeletal system. You have the skeletal system of the eye and the mouth, right? And then maybe like the jaw here underneath, it protrudes, or maybe, and also the hard muscle that plays, that's like the firm stuff. And then the squishy skin that wraps around it. How do you portray that the skin is pushing in on itself a little bit? You could throw like these little curves like we just did right here. Maybe you could throw a couple little lines here just to show that it's squishing together, right? That things are occurring, and you can portray that everywhere. Some of this is texture of the skin, and some of this is actually, like right here, for example, would be maybe there's a fold right here, and it's squishing together, right? That is almost the exact same thing as that. It's squishing right here between like the hard surface underneath the jaw, and maybe there's a surface up here. Or it's like really wrapped around the jaw, that portion of the jaw. Same thing over here on this side. This is a little bit more of a stretching motion, but you want to throw a couple little lines over here just to show the direction maybe inside the mouth, because you have that thick, I don't know, blanket per se, that flesh wall that's, scrunched or stretched. And you kind of think about it that way. Underneath right here, there's like a bone, we assume. There's like a bone, so maybe the flesh wraps around that. So we might throw a couple of little lines over here as well to kind of show that it's wrapping around. Same thing on this side. It's used a lot with gums. Gums is perfect, like teeth and gums. You see the gum, even in your own gum, right? Wrap around it. And you're just like adding, right, information here to show that this surface is being wrapped around. And you just find those points. Same thing right here. Maybe the bone's protruding here a little bit and it gets a little bit lower here. How would you portray that? You could do a couple of lines here showing in some sort of indentation. You could even, but this would be more of like a shadow if I put it down here. Again, over here with the gums, right? The gums kind of hold in the, there's a protrusion shape, right? From the bone underneath a bit, or the tooth underneath. And you just start doing this everywhere. Here's actual gums. If you can tell what character this is, by the way, I'll give you extra points. And you follow it like so. And same thing over here in the eye. This is a little bit more of a scrunching in, right? It's going into a concave surface, right? Which is the eye socket. But then over here, it's a little bit, it's convex, right? Maybe like on the cheekbone. And you just start doing this in certain places. And I say this in every video, but where you choose to do it, right, really indicates a lot about your style and kind of how that's going to play out. Your style is literally going to play out that way. It's going to affect a lot. Right. And you just kind of keep dabbling in it, but understanding those concepts, and then, you know, it's an art form where it is that you want these little touches to go and where you choose to put them. And that's, again, what, you know, again, some of that's muscle and some of that's bone, right? Because some of the muscles are incredibly dense, right? Over here, this is stretched out. It's pulling, right? Like one to the other. So stretching out, throw a couple of lines over here, how you think they would fold. Maybe vary up the lines too, the sizes. You don't want to make them completely even. But you can do this everywhere you want. Underneath the neck, right? It's, you know, over the sheath of the entire neck muscles, right? The entire throat. So you can start wrapping the lines around there, thinking in 3D. You're thinking, okay, well, I'm going to wrap a couple of lines around here, and then maybe some of this will be texture, and you know, and you keep going. If that helped you, please, you know, if you want to learn, like, let me know, and also let me know what you want to learn. Is there something else that you would like to learn when it comes to drawing, or you know, design? I would love to hear it. I would love to make a video about it. Just let me know. I'm very, very attainable right now. I'm very, very I'm on here a lot. So I want to thank you very much. You're amazing for watching, and have a great day. Okay, go check out the other videos on the channel, and I appreciate it. And we'll talk very, very soon. See ya.